Let's see. Let's take ER out of it. Rest and kill. There you go. That's great. We can even take that T out of it. Let's go rest and kill. Whoops. There we go. We got our team set up. Reynolds, Justin, Firstkiller versus Dries, Chicago Atomic. Do I have him on the right side? I do. I do have him on the right side. What up, Nate? Justin probably saw the Qs popping in one, and then I think that's exactly what happened. Tweet Justin's play with Firstkiller. Yeah, just basically clickbait everybody, but on Twitter. Don't worry. We'll find a way to do that if we end up uploading YouTube videos. By the way, welcome here from YouTube. If you're coming here from YouTube. This is Pro 6-Mans. It's a pro lobby of players who queue up and have randomized teams to play 3v3s against each other. They're in comms, you know, certainly trying harder than ranked, but less hard than scrims or RLCS. It's another opportunity for these guys to get good lobbies because I think, you know, they're desperate for good lobbies in times when they aren't in official matches or scrims. This is a great way to do so. Get reps, and specifically on occasion they will bet against each other. Although I'm not sure they're doing that in this second match. But like I said, because it's a little bit more casual vibe here on the stream or in the video, we're not going to be doing too terrible, intense casting like you have seen me do with some other 3v3 videos that are a little bit more official. Just going to be hanging out, talking RLCS, talking, you know, generally about what's going on. And of course, you get to watch some really high-level lobbies. So if that's something you're interested in doing, stick around. RLCS X G2 reunion. Wait, what? Is that true? What are you talking about? You're saying because Dries didn't play with Atomic. It's like like a history. It's like a timeline. Oh, it doesn't do anything, OG. It doesn't do anything, so I wouldn't recommend clicking it. Did we get predictions up? Nobody's scored yet, so if we don't have a prediction, I'm ready to throw it up. Who wins the entire series? I'm just going to say blue or orange. Oh, I got it. Don't worry. I started up. Nobody's scored yet, so you guys can throw in your predictions quick. Blue is Reynolds, Justin, Firstkiller. Orange, Dries, Atomic, Chicago. This is a really good lobby. Very, very high-level lobby. Has Reynolds been grinding mechanics? So one thing that I feel like watching Reynolds, first off, I don't know the answer to that, if he's been grinding mechanics specifically. I wouldn't guess that he is. I'm not sure anybody specifically ever like hard grinding mechanics intentionally. I guess probably there is times, but I think Reynolds is more of a mechanical player than people give him credit for. That's what I think is really the answer. Trying to find the regional 1 spreadsheet. Oh, I'm sure we can find it on Reddit or something. It shouldn't be too hard to find if we want to end up doing regional 1 predictions. He used to be on Turbo's level mechanically. I don't know. I think he does have that rep. I will agree with that. But having watched him like pretty closely, especially when he's been streaming and uploading on YouTube, like none of that has ever suggested that that's the case. But I do agree that I've heard people, you know, give him that rep before. What a play. All right. That's it. If you didn't get your predictions in, it's too late. But it was pretty even and slightly favored in favor of blue. There's one on Reddit. Check Adam Core Twitter. Yeah, I think that's what I saw. Man, it's definitely more mechanical. Well, I would hope that everybody's more mechanical based on their previous seasons. But hey, I'm also not trying to take away a area of improvement, you know, if that's the case. I don't want to minimize the grind if it has been very intentional. Fear, what did you expect? Of course, it was going to be a good lobby. Wait, you're saying... I'm not sure what you mean. I need Rizzo and the mountain. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, to get the cumulative G2? Just the G2 across the ages? You like the scoreboard? The scoreboard is whack? Wait, why is it whack? It's perfect. You could get a good idea of everybody who's on the teams. What's that scoreboard? Wait, why is chat all of a sudden... Scoreboard's been there the whole time. We've been streaming for a while. We did the same exact thing last game. Who won the first matchup? The team that you would have thought would have won. It was G2 minus JNaps plus Firstkiller. That team won. Oh, that would have been nasty. Chicago and Atomic on the same team again. I do think that they randomized for sure. They definitely didn't captain. They almost never have in history, and I don't think they had enough time in between those games to have captained. It's Justin low on boost. I feel like that was zero boost behavior right there. Just like refusing to make a play, hoping that he could wait long enough for the boost to spawn and then do something. Oh right. Oh yeah. Yeah. That just goes to show how how I am self-conscious, I guess. Thought everyone was talking about our overlay scoreboard, but everyone was talking about the scoreboard after the game. Yeah, I'm used to it now. I've saw it twice, and it already doesn't even faze me anymore. But yeah, that's just the scoreboard. I feel like this decal setup is one of the fastest in the game. And I feel like it's proven by the fact that even though Firstkiller's on phase, he can't help but resist running the old Space Station decal plus Titanium White Reapers. You think Firstkiller, while playing, is Bacchus modding this setup? Even though he's not allowed to play in an SSG decal? There's always a new glitch every update. That is true. Not really sure why, but... Seems like... Oh, nice slot. I feel like the testing somehow needs to get better, I guess. I don't know how it works for them. But, you know... I mean, there's got to be... It must be something to do with, like, the test servers or test... Like, the way they can test when they push it live. Must be really hard to recreate that. Because I got to think that, like, pulling up a private lobby and, like, playing a game and checking for things... Is that, like, not part of it? I feel like obviously the testing should be pragmatic. Like computers should be doing it. But even if you didn't have computers, you could like have a guy who's like, he's the test guy. He's got a list of things to go do with the new update. Make sure it all still works. Create a lobby. Create a new preset. You know, I don't know. Just go through some steps. But like I said, no one human should be doing that. They should have a, you know, a pragmatic way to do it. It's called a quality assurance team. True. Quality assurance team should be making sure you have the tests set up for every update. I don't know. I can't say anything about what's going on with them. I don't know if I subscribe to their doo-doo, but maybe I just don't play enough of their games. Like maybe anybody who plays other games and have updates come out and they never have bugs or something, maybe that's why they're like expecting more. But since this is like the only game I play, I'm like, oh yeah, development's obviously very hard. Every update will have a bug. Which is maybe not the case. That was a pass by the orange team, is it not? One zero. 1-0 for the blue team. Is this series? Dude, oh wow, what a save. What a last second save. Orange team has been dicing it up too. And I thought it was about to continue until that last second save, but 40 seconds. It's probably still in favor of the orange team. Feer, do you know what Unreal Engine 5 will do most for Rocket League? I don't. I don't know what Unreal Engine 5 is going to do. I can understand the idea of how much it could benefit to change the entire framework, you know? Think of it like an operating system, like the whole game is running on way too old of an operating system, kind of. It makes sense that updating that just makes like a world of difference. But I'm not about to like be able to list to you exactly, oh, Unreal Engine 5, you're gonna be able to do exactly this. That's nasty. No one was home, so it was easy, but now you're pretty sure you're right. You have this thing called maturity that most vocal critics are lacking. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, I think if everyone's like me, then nobody's ever held accountable, right? If you're just like, yeah, you know, it's hard to make a game, then people could just pump out whatever and, you know, never have to answer for it. But I do think that the community's probably on the drastic end too much. Like, they're probably giving them a little bit too hard of a time. But hey, their job is to yell, this is bad, and Sonic's job is to do their best to try and prevent people from yelling, this is bad. I think where it comes into a problem is when like big creators or big influencers in the Rocket League scene are so negative that it actually starts to hurt our game themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes people, like the worst thing that you could do, or one of the worst things is like say Rocket League is dead. I feel like lots of people say that. Lots of people who want to have the game succeed will say that. And first off, I don't think it's true. But even if it was starting to become true, it's like not what you want to do. I feel like that's like putting a death note on the game. Like saying instead, if you're a new person, you're like, I think I'm going to try out Rocket League. And then you hear like people talking about it, especially some of the pro players talking about it. Or like, and they're just like, it's dead. So you're like, oh, okay. You know what? Maybe I won't try it out. If it's dead, I don't want to hop on now. Where like, as if you just don't push that narrative that as hard, people I think will give it more of a chance. But at the same time, you know, some tad bit of negativity does, you know, drive improvements in a sense, I would imagine. Although I mentioned improvement would also happen whether you were negative or not. Can you upload these replays on ball chasing? Yeah, if I remember to save them all. I'm not sure if I remember to save all of them, but I can upload them. In fact, I might save them all and like watch from specific players' perspectives. I think that might make better YouTube videos. I think people will be interested to watch these six-man's games from like a couple of them from a certain player's perspective. So I think that's probably what I'll do. I'm literally thinking of that right now as I say it. Because I think this vibe is good for live streams. You guys ask me, just kind of chilling, watching together, talking RLCS, watching the top players play. But I don't think it translates to YouTube as well. Yeah, and the pros always saying this game is like crap. Yeah, I think that, I don't know. I'm almost like contradicting myself just because I'm so like I'm so tone deaf to that now. Like I feel like people just say that all the time. Like people rage in games. I think that's what it is. I'm so used to people raging in games, like when they lose, that I see anybody say that about any game, and it's like, oh, okay, they're just mad they were losing this last session they were playing. You know, but like saying the game is dead feels different because you're not just like raging about your last games that you played. You're like talking about the whole game in a longer context. 6-mans are so much more fun to watch to rank. Yeah, I was just talking about that. It's a nice pre-flip, or not pre-flip. It's kind of a pre-flip, but... Are you uploading this to YouTube? You can't wait to watch it again? Yeah, like I said before, we might upload the YouTubes like just the pure VODs, but I have been trying to save at least a good amount of the replays. I don't think I've saved them all. But maybe we'll analyze certain players' perspectives and stuff as YouTube videos. That's a nice passing play. Full team passing play for Orange. I think people would like that. I don't know. Hopefully the players wouldn't mind getting their 6-mans games dived into. Do you think Queso or BDS will dominate EU? Do you think G2 will consistently be the best team in the world? This is what I think. I think Queso got first in 2 regionals and second in one of them, right? And then got second in the major. Now, that's a pretty good amount of consistency. Consistency over like a few months, so it's not like it's brand new, even though it wasn't there in the previous split or anything. So I have no reason to doubt them. They have given no reason to show that they will not keep dominating. G2, I think also they won the last regional, right? They won regional 3, and then they won the major. No, version 1 won the last one. G2 won the second one. Does that sound right, chat? So G2 had that one flub in their first regional, but that was the farthest regional from the present. So the most easy to forget. And then they had a win, and then I think like a 3rd place finish. So I think they're looking good too. And when you say best team in the world, I think they're in the conversation for it. I don't know if you'd say like they're as clearly, obviously, going to continue to be the best team in the world. But I think they've been pretty consistent as of late. Their least, their worst argument against that is the longest from now's regional. So, but Queso, I think, is just like never finishing lower than second in the past recent memory. Like all young, all players in theory who should just keep improving. Like nowhere close to a point in their career where you could expect a decline. That doesn't mean they can't decline early. But, yeah, I mean, Queso seems like, oh, wow. Another last-second goal about to force overtime in a Game 3. This same thing happened in this last game. Where do you place JNAPs in all-time talk? I don't know. I'd have to think so much harder about that. I've been watching a good long time, but not enough to like rip I know exactly where JNAPS falls in all-time rankings. Kids apparently have a 90% win rate in deciding games. That is pretty insane. Just because I feel like they played a lot of them. And that is definitely a trend enough. I don't know. That's interesting. Because I think... Oh, deciding games. Okay, you didn't say like game 5s. Like not games that go either way, but like games in which they can win it if they win. Yeah, that's, I mean, then 90% is truly super, super good. I mean, even if it was just game 5s, 90% is still good, but like, the team who's playing too many game 5s, I think there's something to be said about that. Queso showed a huge problem in the major of falling behind in series and needing to clutch up. It's a credit to them. They were so icy. That's not sustainable. Yeah, I think that's true. One of the favorite statistics I like to watch. Almost went up 2-1. Is I don't know if you guys watch over college basketball. Ken Palm does like statistics for teams trying to rank them. College basketball is very interesting because it's not like a league. Like you don't really get direct comparisons between a ton of teams. Nice finish. Rest and kill going up 2-1. But because you don't get a bunch of comparisons, you need like a different way to compare everybody. And he really values like win margin. So like if you win super close, then in his model it's like, okay, you won, but you know you didn't really crush. So while we'll credit you with the win, like you're probably not that much better than the team you beat because it was very, very close. Whereas teams that like just crush everybody, you know, he recognizes that as most likely a better team. So yeah, I think if you're getting consistent game 5s, even if you're icing them out every time, like those are small margins of victory. And I think, you know, statistically it's going to catch up to you, I would imagine. Do you like UConn? No, I hate UConn. We lost to UConn in a Sweet 16, I believe. Never forgive him. No, it might have been Elite 8, actually. I think it was Elite 8. I don't know. You think Garrett will be forced to retire? Wait, what? Somebody's obviously memeing. They obviously is memeing. Are you talking about NRG and not having the same roster? I assume. Garrett's losing enthusiasm? Did Garrett say that? You meant Justin? Oh goodness, there's so much hearsay going on. Yeah, I think the chatting emote needs to come out. Virgo, I think it's time. I think the chatting emote is the perfect counter to this kind of conversation. Oh. Players turning 15 aren't losing enthusiasm. That's probably true. Those guys are chock full of it. That's for sure. Especially the ones who have been good and been forced to watch when they've been good enough for a while. If I had to guess, I don't think the mentality at NRG is, you know, poor at all. I think a lot of people like to say sometimes you need a tough loss to, you know, remind yourselves when you're a top dog that there's still room to improve. Wait, was that a nasty own goal? You know, sometimes I subscribe to that a little bit. Not maybe as much as I think other people do. Does Slater have mechanics? Yeah, like I said, I don't really know why he gets crap for not having them. It's definitely not, you know, to the point where he deserves getting a rep for it. I think if NRG wants a young, new player, they might try Aqua, in my opinion. All right, guys, can we get some chatting emotes, please? Nothing can save us except for chatting emotes. Chatting emotes are the cure. Oh yes, pump me full of that cure. It's Do you think Daniel will ever be a loud player like Reddles or Arsenal? It's kind of interesting because he was a loud player. Like you kind of would have expected him to be a loud player based on his time coming up into the RLCS. But dude, he is. I can't imagine it now. It'll be a while if it does ever happen, because he seems like such a softie, especially in person. So I think it'd be a while before he warms up. That's got to be a bucket. Because you hear in the comms, he trash talks a bit. Yeah, he definitely does. He's always been a bit of a trash talker. It's a... Personally, think that Aqua's a good replacement for Squishy, according to your calculations. There's a 57.686% chance that the switch takes place on May 3rd. Aqua fanboys are the new Forky fanboys. Aqua has a good stream. That's probably why. Forky has a good stream. And I really like Aqua's stream too, whenever he does stream. He doesn't stream very often though. Just like, he's got a good playlist, and he's just super mechanical and pretty fun to watch. And I think that's actually, I think I'm literally describing both players right now. You don't even know which one of them I'm describing. Oh, that's nice. Yo! RLCS dropping in for the 1,000 bits. Thank you, RLCS. What's going on? Dreams alive. Ball in the air. Imagine. Oh wait, that actually is really nice. Oh wow, that was a good setup. I guess I don't know. I'm talking like it's over. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, that hit the pixel on that corner. That was not the ground. That would have been such a bummer. No, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to, even though my party leader left. I think he's gonna be back. I think he's just changing cars. Chat. We got a game 5. We not? Rogue had Tur and Turo in the fall and took about a series each regional. Now they have Aqua and are taking a series each regional. Nothing much, just dropping by. You think Firstkiller can end his career as the GOAT? He's gonna have to get some wins. You need a good amount of wins to end your career as the GOAT. And as far as I'm aware, he does not have any wins yet. Like big wins, right? Because he went from Rogue to FaZe, did he not? So Rogue, I know, didn't win anything. FaZe hasn't won like majors or worlds. So you need a good amount of those before you really start making the argument for the GOAT. Bro, why couldn't Exit make the regional so we could see Evo play his first split? He wouldn't have been able to play either way, Striker. He's not 15 yet. I don't think he can play till the 3rd regional no matter what. Like, even if Exit wants to play him. I think they have to forfeit points in order to play him. But I don't think they will. Or wait. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I was talking to Evo about it a little bit. I don't know how much I'm supposed to reveal at all, but it's giving me a little bit more insight to the Exit deal. And I won't share it with any of you guys, so sorry. Because I don't know whether or not I'm supposed to. Look at that. Withholding information. Sorry. Firstkiller is a long time in RLCS, just the beginning of his career. True, yeah, he's only like 17, right? I think he's only like 17. How old's Garrett? Garrett's like 20 something, 22. You know, Firstkiller at the top of his game. Doesn't seem like he's fallen off at all. Yeah, I agree. He's got a long time. Has to get some wins though. Wait, did Justin get that goal? I guess Justin did a lot of work to get that goal. But ultimately, Firstkiller got the final touch and just bumped it into. Yo, there's Evo. Evo just adding gyro. Internet died as feared. Already told the fun fact. No, I haven't. We probably won't tell the fun fact until the game's end, because these guys are queuing into him quick. I don't know if they're going to queue again, but if they do, we'll be into it quick again. What up, Arsenal? Yo, Arsenal. People have been talking about RLCS mechanics. Let's give us your opinion. Best mechanics in the world? Wait, did Arsenal? I thought that 1v1 was yesterday between RLCS and Arsenal. Second most mechanical on the team. But you is number 1, right? And Daniel is number 3. Daniel will get there one day, you know. I got faith in him. Just curious, did you orchestrate this mixed pro 6-man thing, or was it something the players decided to do? The players do it. The players have a Discord they run it in. And I told them that I would add prize pools to it, because a lot of times they do like, they add their own wagers to it. And I told them that I would cover some wagers if they let me stream. And they said, cool. So, this is their thing though. That's pretty cool. What's the prize? Well, the first one, I told them I could cover the first one. I actually put 50 bucks on the first one. And then that was before the teams got made. The teams got made, they seemed pretty pretty one-sided. But actually, it wasn't as one-sided in practice. It was 3-1 in favor of G2 plus Firstkiller. Okay, Firstkiller. Popping off. So I'll be getting their PayPals, splitting that between them. It's all for the content, chat. It's all for you guys. Coming out of the content wallet, you know? North America? Yeah, it's all North America. What's the prize pool? There is no prize pool for this one. These guys are just playing. They may or may not have challenged each other. It's usually what they do. I haven't been checking the Discord, so they could have put money on the line. Of course, Firstkiller has an ego that he's the best in the game. I think that Firstkiller should think he's the best in the game. I think there's a problem if he doesn't think that. Chat, what do you guys think about that? I think Justin should think he's the best in the game. Honestly, I think anybody in this lobby can think they're the best in the game. I think Atomic should definitely think he's the best in the game. You know, other players could as well, and there'd be nothing wrong with that. But I definitely think that Firstkiller, Atomic, Justin, all those guys, whether they say it out loud, should be thinking they're the best in the game. And should play that way. Not that they should give up on improving, but you know, that's something different. I think some of the best players in all of sports, all of them think they're the best in the game. Firstkiller is not the best in the game. You might have misheard me. I didn't say Firstkiller is the best in the game. I said Firstkiller should think he's the best in the game. Might be, but he definitely should think himself, if you ask me. Justin rattles Firstkiller, getting the dub. It means you don't respect everyone else if you don't